I do a lot of deer and I do a lot of fish. Summer is deer, and in the fall when people are deer hunting, I mountain fish. I have all these deer capes commercially tanned, and that takes all winter. So I've over the years, I've just kind of developed a schedule. It's pretty cool. I know the first time I saw this done, I thought, there's no way they're going to teach me how to take this and turn it into that. But they did. I went to school for it. We learned how to make our own materials. They sell all that stuff, but I can make my own, and I can make it as I need it. As long as I have the raw materials here, I'll never be without. In game heads, I've done, oh gosh, all the things like sheep and goats and pigs, and I mean like wild boar and badgers and coon, and a couple of more exotic rams like mouflon sheep, and a life-size mountain goat, and wolves and fox. The only thing that's different is the eyes and the eye sets. They're always unique to that individual species, but I've set enough eyes so that I can look at a photo of a bobcat, for instance, and I can set those eyes based on those photos. I don't look at it as an art, but that's what a lot of people say. I mean, this is one of the steps for me, is to make them look as real as I can, and if people call that art, I don't know if that's art or not. I just call it trying to be as good as I can be. When I see deer heads in people's homes or in businesses, the first thing I look at are the eyes and the nostrils and the lips. That's the work. The horns are God's work, and the cape, that's all way beyond my control. The eyes are everything. The first thing to look at when you're looking at someone's work and the quality, look at the eyes, and if they look real and look like they should be blinking, then it's probably pretty good. This cape is just about ready. Looks pretty good. Mostly the changes have mostly come in the materials, and then the change comes in how to use those materials, the different methods to use different paints, for instance. Fortunately, the way I've learned is I still do it almost exactly the way I learned it. And this is just potter's clay, stuff I get from a guy in town here who has a pottery store down in Shawtown. He sells me all my clay. He's had his shop open almost as long as I've had this one open. We've kind of grown old together. I've been in this building 30 years, but I've been in Eau Claire for almost 38. I kind of like this part. This is kind of the sculpting thing too. This is kind of fun, but I don't think I'd ever be a sculptor unless it had a deer attached to it. To me, this kind of work isn't much different than being a good carpenter. They look at something finished and figure out how they got to that, and then they work it out in their head, and that's what they do. And then some carpenters could care less. They just do it for the money. After deer season, somebody will call and say, geez, I just got my deer head back, and I just don't like it. Is there anything you can do for it? No. I made that a cardinal rule a long time ago. I don't ever work on other people's work. And I've disappointed a few people over the years, but the one thing I've never done is get my name associated with somebody's work who isn't happy. Because it takes a whole lifetime to get that type of a reputation if you're going to get it. Every time you do some work for somebody, you got to keep doing it. You just keep doing it until you get it the way you like it. And hopefully people like it. I mean, that's what keeps them coming back. And I'd like to just keep doing this until I can't do anything anymore. The biggest gratifications I get is when somebody comes in and walks back here and sees their deer and it's all done and they just can't believe it. Assuming there's nobody out front, I've either got a movie going or I've got some music playing, and I mean, it's not like work at all. It's just fun. And I get to do it every day.